At the outset, I'm here among the resource persons because I was invited to be one of the resource persons, mainly, as mentioned earlier, as an item in the administrative matter to explain the circumstances of the two letters that we sent to the Quadcom on behalf of the President. So I am also not only a resource person here, but also acting as the legal counsel of the former President. That said, we have reviewed the agenda item for the 11th joint public hearing. And I hope we would be able to put things in context insofar as how the proceeding have gone through until now. And I noticed that insofar as what has been going on for the last 9 hours, this would only be limited to item 4, 5, and 6 in relation to the alleged extrajudicial killing in the Philippine campaign against illegal drugs during the previous administration. That said, Mr. Chair, we would like to be clarified because this is a legislative inquiry in aid of legislation. May we know what proposed legislation is being set on the table for the committee to consider and for the resource person to contribute their valuable inputs, if any, so that we can avoid incidents like what we just saw earlier, so that it will be meaningful, intelligent, accurate, and hopefully not accusatory in character.
Yeah,
so
actually,
that it will be positive.
Yes.
And as I've said, meaningful discussion, so that we'll be able to come up with effective legislations, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Actually, with regards to your point, Attorney Degra, 2, or if not I'm mistaken, 3 bills have already been filed with regards to the Quadcom hearing. Isa po dyan, may kinalaman sa forfeiture of illegally acquired properties, 1. Number 2, may kinalaman po sa EJK. At saka yung pangatlo po, may kinalaman po sa heinous crimes. So, these investigations being conducted by the Quadcom has actually brought about a lot of legislation already. Other than that, our members are also looking into amendments of existing laws so that we can strengthen the institutions and the agencies by which the government operate in. Other than that, mapapansin po natin just very recently, naglabas po ang administrasyong ng ating Pangulo ng EO para sa implementation ng total ban sa Pogo. Earlier, Attorney Degra called the attention of the committee about proposed legislation and what legislative act Quad has done or intends to do. I have here, Attorney Degra, 8 pages. If you want, I can read each legislation to you. House Bill 10986, House Bill 10987, House Bill 110843. All of these are new proposed measures. We have policy recommendations as well. For extrajudicial killings, we have policy recommendations as well, totaling to 8 when it comes to the issue of illegal drugs. We have proposed amendments for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 existing laws. We also have proposed legislation to repeal and revoke certain laws that are not anymore needed at this time, and possible enactments of other laws. I will give you a copy of this, Attorney Degra, just so that, you know, any of you, or actually there's more here in the back, if any of you have any questions about the intent of Quad and why we are doing this, and questioning if there are legislation that will be pushed after, during even the hearings, COMSEC, kindly forward this to Attorney And also, Attorney Degra, for your information, the chairmen serve as the principal authors to these House bills. With that being said, I just have a policy question. Kanina pa po, Mr. President, na babanggit tong pag bumunot, barilin. Tama po ba yun? Oh. Hindi po ba pwede, Mr. President, yung i-disable na lang kaysa patayin? Yung bang barilin na muna sa paa, sa braso? Bakit kailangan patayin?
Pag bumunot yung tao na yung kriminal sa harap mo, or even if not a criminal o nakalasing lang, pagka bumunot yung baril siya, papunta yung baril sa direksyon mo, you are in... Sige lang kayo, sira ng plato dyan, maubusan tayo dito. Alam mo, sir, pagka nakatutok yan sa katawan mo, sir, that's the end of you.
Okay. No, I'm just curious.
Self-defense.
Yes. Thank you very much, former President. To Chel Jokno, Attorney Chel Jokno, meron po bang handbook or paano po ba dapat ginagawa ito? Di ba dapat maximum tolerance ang ini-implement?
Yes, Mr. Chair. It's very clear both in the PNP manuals as well as the UN regulations that the use of lethal force is only to be done as a last resort. Klarong-klaro po yan, paulit-ulit yan nakikita sa both sa PNP manuals at sa United Nations guidelines.
Okay. Thank you very much. Former Senator De Lima, before I recognize you, yung mga nanay po kasi ng mga biktima, magpapaalam na po sa atin. Kaya sa mga kinatawan at mga congressman na nandito, kung wala naman po tayong mga katanungan sa kanila, okay lang po ba na magpaalam na po yung mga nanay? Are you okay with that? Okay. But before they go, the chair will give you a minute or maybe 2 minutes each. Kung meron po kayong gustong sabihin bago po kayo umalis at umuwi sa inyong mga pamilya.
Maraming
unahin po namin kay Ma'am Lori Pasco. Ma'am Lori?
Magandang gabi na po sa ating lahat. At bago po kami umuwi ay gusto naming magpasalamat sa committee na ito na nagbigay sa amin ng pagkakataon upang maipahayag namin kung ano yung aming saloobin at maikwento namin ang aming mga karanasan at kung ano yung nangyari sa aming mga mahal sa buhay. At yung mga panawagan po namin na sana po ay magkaroon talaga ng hustisya ang aming mga mahal sa buhay. At magkaroon po talaga ng masusing investigasyon. Maraming salamat po.
Salamat. At ang susunod ko naman pong kikilalanin ay si Mary Ann Domingo. Ma'am Mary Ann Domingo.
Magandang gabi sa inyo lahat. Una sa lahat, nagpapasalamat po kami. Kami mga biktima na naimbitahan po dito. At sana po, tuloy-tuloy po na matulungan niyo po kami na magkaroon ng hustisya. Ito po ay hindi lang para sa mga namatayan, kundi sa mga nanay, sa mga nangulila, na magkaroon ng dignidad, muli magkaroon ng karapatang pantao kaming lahat. Sana po matulungan niyo po kami na mabigyan ng hustisya kaming lahat. Salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, Mrs. Domingo. At panghuli po, Ma'am Cristina Pascual.
Sa lahat po na nandito sa Congress, buong puso kami pong nagpapasalamat sa inyo na nararamdaman po namin na kasama namin po kayo sa nararamdaman naming bigat sa araw-araw po. Kaya po, wala po kami sawang nagpapasalamat po sa inyo. Salamat po.
Maraming salamat. Yes, Yes, ma'am.
Kasama,
Pakipatay lang po yung mic pag hindi na po gamit. Yes, ma'am.
maraming salamat po sa committee ito. Gusto rin po namin acknowledge ang iba pang mga pamilyang kasama namin. Nandito po sa likod. Sila Nanay Dalia.
Pwede po bang tumayo yung mga pamilya na nasa likod? Hindi po namin kayo nakilala kanina, kaya pasensya na po kayo. Pwede po kayong tumayo? Opo.
At ganun din po si Sister Lisa Ruedas, ang patuloy namin kasama sa paglalakbay. Si Nanay Sally, si Nanay Dalia, si Jane, at si Nanay Purisima. Sila po ang mga pamilyang 8 taon na pong naghahanap ng hustisya. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po at sa tiwala na ipinagkaloob niyo po sa Kongreso, sa Quadcom, at umasa po kayo na patuloy po natin hahanapin, maski mahirap man ang katotohanan, at hindi po tayo titigil upang mabigyan po ng hustisya ang maraming mga pamilyang nawalan. Kaya maraming salamat po sa inyong pagdalo sa oras at panahon.